back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Miss K. We get into a lot of chaotic things here on my channel. So today we got a kind of a doozy for you. Miss Gypsy Rose Blanche and her newly released videos that she sent to Nick stating all the dirty little secrets that she wanted him to do to her and her children. So without further ado, we're going to get to it and we'll give our opinion at the end. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Sensitive warning, beware.
A shocking true story.
Your mother kept you in a wheelchair. She kept you on a feeding tube.
She says I had muscular dystrophy.
She had you diagnosed with asthma, hypoventilation, epilepsy, leukemia. You know now she was making all of that up.
She told me if I was to contact anybody and tell them, she would take a hammer to my fingers.
Victim.
Did she ever catch you walking?
A couple times. She started hitting me with a coat hanger.
You ran away once. She chained you up.
She had taken handcuffs, a dog leash, and tied me to the bed.
And perpetrator.
You had a boyfriend. Did you ask him to kill your mother?
Yes.
Deputies discovered the body of Dee Dee Blanchard early this morning.
A twisted tale of a daughter.
I let him in the door.
Handed him rubber gloves and a knife.
And then I heard her scream for me a couple times.
Pushed to the edge.
I shouldn't have done any of it.
Now, the daytime exclusive. Mother Knows Best. A story of Munchausen by proxy. And murder.
Is she a victim? Or is she a mastermind manipulator who will murder your whole family?
Hi, my wonderful, amazing, absolutely sexy master. It is your one and only Demona, your slave, forever and ever. Well, today is our happy 1-year anniversary. And, I'm so excited. This past year has been amazing. It has been the most adventurous, wild, almost kind of like story almost, because things like this usually only happen in books. Well, as you can see, I changed my hair color, but I hope you like it. And I'm wearing my favorite color plus your favorite color, black. And well, they are vampire colors, so, and what makes us so unique from other couples is that you and me have a vampire and human relationship, which I would think vampires would want to date other vampires, but I'm quite lucky that you want me. And I know that there are probably female vampires out there, but I'm very happy that you want little me. Being with you has made me almost feel like a new person. When I met you, I felt, that's him, that's my soulmate. To be honest, the way I view us is kind of like twins. Because you might know, since you're very wise, that twins, if one of them gets cut, let's say that one of them like cuts their finger, the other twin will feel it and be like, that's weird, I didn't cut my finger. But then they'll talk to their other twin or whatever, and their other twin might not even know it, but their finger got cut. And, you know, the other twin will feel it. And that's how I consider us almost, is that even though we're so far apart, if one of us is hurting, the other will hurt. And so if like you hurt, I'll hurt. And it's hard being away from your soulmate because it feels like you don't know what's happening to them in that moment, but then when you know that they're all right, your mind is at ease, and you just feel a whole lot better. And I feel like I'm linked to you, mind, body, and soul. So, and I think that's the way it should be. You know, I think that we've been open and honest with each other about our feelings and about every day-to-day life. And I know I've made some mistakes. I'll admit it, I have a habit of being kind of a know-it-all at times. And like recently, me and Gypsy forgot the password for our Facebook, and we just changed it without even telling you or asking you if it's okay. And that was a bad move on our part. You know, it's not fully my fault, and it's not fully her fault. It was both our fault. And so now we know before we do anything, ask you, because you are our master. You are responsible for us. We are y'all bitches, I guess, because you know, you're in charge of everything, and you have complete control over us, our health. You're responsible for everything, our health, our safety, our happiness, just everything. And I'm really grateful to you for being my master and protecting us and making sure we're healthy and safe and happy. And everything that you've done is to make us be stronger women and make us the women that we know we can be. And it's your dream woman, and that's what we want to be. And it's inside us. You just bring that out in us. Now, the topic I want to talk about most with you is my feelings for you. And they're not only just grateful feelings for protecting us and loving us and making sure that we're healthy and happy and safe, but it's also a feeling of contentment and this love that I can only describe, and it would sound like a book. It would sound, you know, not real, because love like ours is very, very rare. And my feelings for you is that I'm your slave. So my sole purpose is to please you and to love you and to keep you content and keep you happy and be the woman that you dream of having. And if you need anything, that I'll be there for you, whether it's emotional support or if it's a sexual desire, like to fulfill that desire, I'm here for you. And I'm here for you also if you need someone to sort of talk to if you're angry about something, and maybe I can calm you down, whether that be talking to you or seducing you to make you happier about whatever's making you angry. So, and I'm not only just your slave, but I'm also your queen. Or at least I'm gonna be as soon as we get married, which I'm so happy because one day, that's something that we thought of this year, is that one day we are gonna have a vampire wedding. So we're gonna go all out into the tradition of having a vampire wedding. And we're gonna do it somewhere that it's very pretty but very isolated, because I want it to be just a private, just you and me and maybe Ricky and Allie, but that would be the only guest. And that night we would have the most awesome, amazing wedding night ever. And that's whenever we break out the handcuffs and rope and chains. It would be all about you and me, just completely entwined within each other and just completely letting out how we feel about each other in one time span of doing it all. So we'd be having not only sex, but we'd be making love as vampire and human, as well as master and slave. So it would be a very special moment for us. So that's something I'm very looking forward to. Also, my dress will be very pretty. It's going to be a nice, beautiful red, with maybe some black accents to it. And maybe I can carry some red roses with, I know these don't really exist in real life, but black roses. I know they're not real flowers, but I can get them plastic. So I'll have red roses, a bouquet of red roses with black roses, black plastic roses. So that'll be very pretty. And so that's something that I cannot wait for. But I will wait till we have that perfect time in our life. Also, as your slave, I want you to know that I'm working very, very hard to become something very special called the seductress mother of the household. And right now I'm working to get my white collar. So there are color collars to gain up to that royal collar, which I can only get whenever we get married and I've completed my whole training. So, but I'm gonna get it. I am determined to get it, and I will get it. It's just a matter of when. So I had this vision. Well, Gypsy had this vision about me and you, and you was sitting on kind of like a throne. You had a black shirt and black pants, and I was right by your side, like right here, by your legs, and you had me on a chain, but I had my royal collar with a chain, and you had the chain in your hand, and we were just in a room full of people. I don't know, the dream doesn't have a lot of explanations or whatever, but that's all she saw was that I was the seductress mother and your queen and your slave right by you, serving you and being there if you need me. So I guess it will come true one day. If she had that vision, it'll come true. And you said that Nick had a similar vision, so one day it will happen. And our future together will be a bright one. I know that we want hopefully lots of children. We're gonna try and start right away, I hope. And the plan for if we have a boy first, we're gonna protect him and protect our children from the outside world, because they can't know about us. They can't know about you being a vampire. But we're gonna protect them and keep them educated on what not to say in front of people, and make sure that they understand the severity of keeping this secret. And if we have a girl, the way it has to be is if we have a girl, she has to lose her virginity to you because you are the master of the household. So I'm going to have to explain that to her whenever she comes of age where it's time to explain it. Other than that, like when she's 7, I won't explain that, but around 13, I'll explain. And also, if you ever need someone to, I guess, feed off of, but not kill, obviously, You know that I'll always give you my blood. You know that if you're ever weak, or if you're ever so weak that, you know, you can't move, or you're just really, really sick, don't worry. I'll give you my neck anytime you need. It is always yours, just as I am always yours. So, I'm your woman, I'm your slave, and I'm proud to be. So, happy anniversary, my amazing, wonderful master. And I look forward to many, many, many more of anniversaries and birthdays and just so many happy, romantic, sexy things to look forward to. So, happy anniversary, my darling master. I love and adore you so much. And I'm always dreaming and thinking about you. I'm Demona, and I am making you this video upon your command. And I am basically wanting to explain who I am and what I can do and who I can be. Well, as you know, I had the spirit of a dog. My former self was a dog, but now I'm inside. I have the spirit of a dog, but I'm in human form because I share a body with Gypsy, who is like a sister to me. So now that you're caught up, okay, where to begin? Well, to pick up where we left off on the topic that we were on, I am a slut, but I do have an evil streak. I can torture somebody. I can do anything except a few things, which is I can't hurt Gypsy's mother. Like, I can't physically harm her. And I can't Nick, because those two people are off limits. I'll take whatever punishment you may give me, but I can't. I just can't. You know, if you want to beat me, beat me. If you want to hurt me, but just don't hurt Nick, don't hurt Gypsy, and I can't hurt Gypsy's mother. But besides those things, I'm limitless of what I can do. I can steal, I can torture, I could kill, just not those people. I sometimes like to drink, and I really, really, really like being naughty, as far as sexually naughty. That's one of the things that I'm best at. So that's kind of like what I'm wanting to talk to you about, is that I can be really, really, really sexual sometimes. Sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming. I overwhelm Nick. So, that is something you might want to know, but I know that you are kind of the same way, so that's a good thing. And I wanted to talk to you about proving myself to you. If I can't prove myself to you that by doing evil, I'll prove to you by doing stuff to Nick. And one of the things that I can do is rape him. And which is basically taking him by force, actually holding him down, and having my way with him. Because sometimes, you know, you probably know this yourself, but you don't want any chit chat. You just sit there, and you don't want to have any questions asked. So that would be fun for me. It would be fun to kind of be the dominant one, because I'm usually always the submissive one. So it would be nice to kind of expand and sort of try my hand out being the dominant one. As far as evil things that I can do, I can also, one of my skills, it's not really evil, it's just bad, is stealing. And that's the thing that I'm best at. Along with being seductive. Those things
Okay, we're just gonna stop it there. I did watch the rest of the video. She gets into her favorite sexual positions and things that she can do, stealing and lying about it. It's just a bunch of her trying to act like she has control when she really doesn't. So, yes, at one point in time, you can say Gypsy Rose was a victim, but then she masterminded becoming the master of deception and telling people what to do. So, this person that she's been sending all these videos to was not Nick. We can clearly tell that when she said she can SA Nick and yeah, all the other things that she could do and allow her children to be SA'd by them. Her daughter will protect her son and her stealing. And obviously, her mom did do a lot of things to her. But instead of her growing and never doing that to somebody else again, she became what she hated the most. Gypsy Rose became the monster and wants to blame the world. Well, Gypsy Rose, you can't blame the world, sweetheart. Your actions speak louder than words, and these videos are very damning and they're very disgusting. And the fact that you even have a child, we should be all very concerned about your child. I'm going to leave it there. This is just my opinion. This is not professional. I'm nobody important. I am going to play, though, a big shout out to YouTube Streets tonight. I'm going to play one of their original songs by YouTube Streets about Gypsy Rose. So, with further ado, let's get into their music.
Please, please, please watch out. Gypsy Rose, yeah, she out. You cannot convince me to kill anybody, you silly ass bitch. Sit your ass on the couch and shut your mouth. You got a baby on the way, you need to really just figure this shit out. Education, right? So you gon' cook tonight. You obsessed with social media, TikTok every night. Yeah, you know I'm right. You was in that cell, living through hell, some cold nights. You don't even talk about it, you never got your stripes. Instead you came out and you still not living right. How can she just make another life when she take a life? It don't even make sense, but I can. Who am I? That's women's rights. On the road like a gypsy, she don't smell like a rose. She be lying all the time, yeah, this bitch lost control. She gon' get her ass exposed. Son and Sam, they don't give a damn though. There's a million other kids that was in the same boat. Yeah, I know she got abused and I know she went through pain, but this shit don't make it right that she's able to just gain off this money and this fame. Yeah, she sold her soul just to have a little bit of change, and she will never change. Ryan, do not take her back, just go. She killed her mother, yeah, her heart's so cold. I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. Gypsy Rose. Gypsy, 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 gypsy Rose. Gypsy, 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 gypsy Rose. R.P. to Dee Dee, yeah, we know.